So Darren, a 0-0 draw with Dumbarton this afternoon, which confirmed the relegation to League 2. What was your assessment on that?
First half I think we were terrible. Second half we got them in, we spoke to them. I think you can see the difference in the second half, but ultimately it was too little too late. I think full second half we played it in their half, we were camped in their half, we battered them, but like the Darren game, for anyone who was here, it's just one of those ones where yeah, I mean I counted 10 11 chances. We've had the portions right at the start of the second half. We should really be scoring, and again we get other opportunities, whether it's for set pieces, whether it's with balls in behind, some good bits of play. And I think that second half possibly summed up the season, where the second half anyway, where we create chances, which is obviously one of the hardest things to do, and then off the back of creating chances we then miss the chances. So it's just one of those things. We shouldn't be in this position, but we have, and again it's every week it was kind of similar. Obviously you bring in boys, you freshen up in January, the guys come in, scored goals. Josh came in, did very well, scored goals. McCraik and Kieran Lawford comes in, scored goal, gets assists. But ultimately it comes down to the main aim is to stay in the league this year. We've not done it, we've not basically done our job. Off the back of that, it goes down to goal difference on the very last game of the season, which again from your point of view is a hard one to take, and it's sickening because we don't feel we should be there. But at the end of the day, the league doesn't lie, and we've fallen short, and whether it's scoring goals and seeing games out, etc. It's one of those things. There's been lots of last minute type things, there's been penalties not given, form against, etc. etc. But it's just one of these things that everyone takes responsibility. Again, we've had great backing for the chairman and the board, we've had great backing for the fans all season, and obviously you've massively let them down. Again, last season was brilliant, but that's done, and now on to this season, and again we've not managed to get over the line and get ourselves into that final to go in the final playoff game. But it's something we need to learn from. Spoke to the boys in there, it's like a morgue as you expect, but again they need to learn from it. The guys who are here, the guys who may be going, the guys who go back on loan, learn from it, and again how horrible the feeling is, and you don't want to ever get yourself back into this position. Again, I think we prepared fine for coming into this season, and we made some changes. January. Again, we created more than enough chances all through the season, and again the fans that have watched us and backed us have been brilliant, but ultimately we don't take the chances when they come our way, and that's the difference between where we are and where we're now going.
Yeah, it was one of the most frustrating things on the game today. We've seen quite a lot this season, creating the amount of chances we have done, but just not finding the back of the net. Yeah,
100%. That's it. I mean, we changed it at half time, we changed the formation, we brought Leachy on, and again, see the difference in the second half is night and day. We can't play their half, but it's obviously we work in certain things at training, and then when you get into these positions, it's obviously ultimately down to the guys. And again, that's not kind of turned around and labelling, it's strikers, etc., etc. It's set pieces, whether it's full-backs, whether it's centre halves, whether it's midfielders, wingers, strikers themselves. I say, so it's all over. I mean, last season I think we scored 30 goals for set pieces, 18 for corners, first and second phase of play, and 12, 13 from long throws. And this year it's not even half of that. So again, you've got to kind of take your opportunities, and it's not through lack of corners, or it's maybe down to the quality of the delivery or the finish that's on the end of it. So again, we all take blame, we all take responsibility. Me, myself, my coaching staff, my players. And again, we've massively let ourselves down, we've massively let the guys down and the club down.
Yeah, we saw the players going over to all the fans at full time, giving them a good clap off. What's your message to the fans going into next season now?
Again, we'll regroup and we'll see where we are. Next season is, as we said, it's going to be hard. It's not going to be easy. It's going to be a hell of a lot harder than last season. Last season was kind of between us and Dumbarton near the end. But it'll be a fight, it'll be a scrap. There's a lot of teams in there. There's a lot of big teams. So it's just again, if they back us again like they did last year, like they did this year, all season, and again it's really appreciate what they've done and how they've turned out. They turned out again today, and again it's just a sore one to take for everybody. It will be a hard summer, and again we've got a lot of decisions to make. Again, when we sit down with the board and in regards to budgets and personnel and who may be staying, who may be going. And again, it's just one of those things, the horrible kind of side of things. When this kind of happens, it's the first time for myself. So again, you're gutted, and you just feel massively let everyone down.
Brilliant, Darren. Thanks a lot.